And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Punch it out of the air. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something.
Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The run inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go. That one, it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They go play action with Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he got loose. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finds his back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Throwing more. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Moore from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Throwing Russell. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football, and that's where they're going to live. Well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The run inside, it's Davison. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Here's Moore to throw. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Here's a little room there. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Russell. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore. Here's a heat. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore looking to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Keelan Russell.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Runs through the tackle. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Dante Moore bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Moore will throw. Got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they've regained the lead. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. The run inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Unloads it left. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a deep grab. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Throwing Russell. Now sliding to his left. Maybe some room here. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scrambling away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by the...
He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Throwing more. Got it. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big bull.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Third and 7. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Keeps it on the draw. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Might be changing the route. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Russell on play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
Escapes the pressure going right. Another incompletion on third down.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And, man, what a big spot, a big field goal, and he just misses the opportunity to tie this football game. That was needed, fourth quarter. That was a big-time kick. That one might come back to bite him.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. And they're able to get him down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Here's Moore to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Moore will throw. The screen, he can go. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third and 6 yards to go. Moore. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They got it in the hands of their playmaker, and he made the final play that'll seal the deal. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Rides to back and leaves it. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout.